How do you know that you're really being yourself? How do you know that you're not just chasing an image of what you have been told by outside influences is good or cool or right?
I don't know. So that's why I use the same justification that I use every time I don't know something and it makes me feel uncomfortable. I just tell myself maybe it doesn't matter. You do whatever makes you happy, gives you the illusion of happiness, helps you keep up the illusion of happiness.
Do you strive to follow your own thoughts and feelings? Or do you just go with whatever happens to be your thoughts and feelings at the time?
I do strive to follow my own thoughts and feelings.
But you said that maybe it doesn't even matter. So why is it important enough for you to spend the effort to try to form your own thoughts and feelings?
Everyone has a certain amount of effort, and you should spend that effort. If not, you feel restless and uncomfortable. It's like if you spent the whole day doing nothing but lie in bed, you may feel uncomfortable because you've done nothing. We have to spend our effort somewhere.
Why does it have to be on forming your own self or your own thoughts?
Well, I just feel that, forming your own self also controls how you spend your budget of effort.
Sure.
So effort is like I don't know, you get allowance from your parents. You have to spend it, if not they take it back or something.
Really?
Some parents use that system. If you don't spend it, you can use it for next week. So a lot of children have the pressure to spend their money. Some children have the pressure to spend their money. It's the same with effort. You got to spend it. And deciding, your image, yourself, is the deciding factor of how you spend it.
How do you know that you're being yourself and you're not just being the image of what somebody told you should be you?
I'm not sure, but I guess when you can measure things by yourself, like, is this good for me? Is this bad for me?
How do you know that the way you are measuring is truly based on your beliefs? So, for example, many people measure success with money. But money is only one thing that you could use to measure. Why do so many people use money to measure it? Is this the natural thought that comes from themselves?
So you need to have, seeing more things. Having enough knowledge to do that.
Do you have enough knowledge to do that?
I don't think so.
So you're still at the money phase?
No, I think success. I just saw a video about talking about success. It's like you having the achievement,
Yes.
the 成就感, and enjoy that achievement and keep doing that is one kind of success.
Do you believe that? Do you agree with that?
I think that is one of the way to success.
What those live gurus who say, they said they wake up at 5 and they take 30 showers before bed.
It has to be bad for your skin, so many showers. It makes it dry.
How do you know that you're truly being yourself and not just chasing an image?
I guess you don't. You just have to kind of guess.
Is it important to you?
I think to some people it's important, to some people it doesn't really matter.
To yourself, do you think that it matters?
Yeah, it sure does.
Why?
I don't know, it just feels important to me to not be a sheep.
Is there anything wrong with being a sheep?
I guess there's nothing wrong. I guess it all comes down to preference. Some people like eggplants, some people don't like eggplants. Some people like it, some people don't like it. And just because you don't like it isn't objectively bad. Just because you like it isn't objectively good.
In your own mind, would you say that the being yourself or not is a higher level of importance than eating eggplant or not?
Yeah, but it's the same thing on a different level. They are not that different, I think.
So it would be totally fine if most of the people in the world were sheep.
Sure.
This would not take away from the quality or enjoyment or satisfaction of their own lives.
It could, but it wouldn't take away my enjoyment. I don't feel the enjoyment.
It seems that many young people, and also adults too, are trying to meet or to give off the image of what mainstream media and society says is the ideal. What causes this urge?
Capitalism.
Please explain further.
I guess it's just that people are pushed that these things are good, so they can be monetized. Like, you want good skin, you buy this accessory. You want to look fashionable, you buy this clothes. Maybe they say this is what fashion is. This is the peak of fashion. You wear this to become fashionable. And these messages are just pushed into society. And people think, oh, maybe I should get this, I should get that. I should become rich, I should open a company, I should wake up at 5, and I should take 3 showers a day.
So when people do actually meet these standards, are they being themselves?
I think it's hard to say because you don't know if they're. Well, it's not that you don't know. There's no way to know if they're acting on their own thoughts or they're just listening to what people tell them to do. And maybe there's no difference. Maybe all of our thoughts are just influenced by other people's thoughts.
But still, you stated that you feel it is important for yourself to be yourself, to form your own person.
Yeah.
Why is it important?
I think it just comes back to the eggplant thing. It feels good for some people and doesn't feel good for some other people.
So you do not feel that you are objectively any more right from people who just want to follow the trends?
Yeah, that would make me look very self-indulgent.
Yes. But truthfully speaking, do you feel that your way of thinking things is on a higher level than the sheep? Would you look down on them secretly? Laugh to yourself under your hands?
He tells you it's not secret anymore.
I guess I would laugh at them, but then I will also acknowledge that maybe I'm also just as oblivious as them.
I think like when you have enough knowledge, it's like you accept that things, but when you have not enough knowledge, it's like you following others.
That's like another guru quote.
Yes.
That's like an Instagram quote.
So if you understand it and you decide to do it, then you're not following.
I guess.
Okay. Does it make a difference to you if you are a sheep or you made your own decision?
I guess a little bit,
Why does it matter?
but not much. It
Why?
just it feel different.
How does it feel different? Because, I think teenagers and parents have this argument all the time. Right? I want to something. No, you can't. But somebody can. Well, you're not them. But I'm a teenager, they're my friends, I want to be the same. Well, if they jumped in front of a moving car, would you do the same thing? Right? They have this argument all the time. So why is it important? You just said that it's a little bit important for you to form yourself. But then when you want to do the same thing, to have the same things, you're just following the trend. The teenager is saying, I don't want to form myself. I just want to do what other people are doing.
Not much.
So what I'm saying is when the teenager argues with their parents and says, I want to have this thing too, I want to do this too, they're basically saying, I want to be a sheep in this group of sheep because everybody's doing it. And that's why I should be able to do it. Right? They use this as an argument. Everybody's doing it. You should let me do it too. Same question.
About people just following.
Is it important to form yourself?
Maybe it's not, but I get kind of annoyed with people who just follow and try to preach their followings to me when they don't understand. So I know this person. She is just a dinosaur when it comes to technology. She's like a monkey trying to do origami, and it's ridiculous. It's like crows are not meant to swim, but then this crow is trying to swim, and this crow is trying to tell me why I should swim too. And so this person, she recently started studying AI, and she's been telling me how basically she's been telling me, I don't know if it's intentionally or unintentionally, how good she is at computers and how impressive she is. And to be honest, if you know even a little bit, you wanna kick her ass because it's the crow trying to tell me why I should swim and how to swim.
Well, that's the Dunning-Kruger effect. Yeah?
It is. And I'm not sure she has the ability to cross that phase.
Okay. So, what are the parallels to the forming the self or being a sheep thing? Or did you just want to complain right now?
Well, you know what? The crow is happy. At the end of the day, I have a point to my story. I'm not just complaining. The crow is happy, so it doesn't really matter to the crow. But the dolphin who sees the crow swimming, they get to laugh at the crow, but to the crow it doesn't matter.
So let's think about this to the next step. It's very possible that the crow is totally content and happy at this moment, but as you said, crows were not designed to swim. There's going to be a point when the feathers get waterlogged, swimming will become more difficult, the crow may even die. So, do you think that it is only important that the crow is happy now, or should the crow be thinking about their whole life?
Maybe it's only important that we're happy right now at this moment, because the crow could very easily get eaten by a shark in the next second.
Sure.
So maybe they don't have next second, but they know they have right now. And maybe right now it's all important, and right now they should be happy.
So people should be allowed to be sheep, if they so choose.
We can't stop them, right? We're not going out and assassinating all the sheep. There'll be no population left.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about educating the sheep.
No. Ignorance is bliss, and they should be allowed their bliss.